Well, around the country, some Occupy Wall Street protests have taken a turn for the worse. Hundreds of arrests have been taking place around this country, and occupiers are being forced out of the parks where they set up camp. But as Deanna Falzone discovered here in Lansing, it's a much different story. She joins us now live out at Reuter Park, where Lansing protesters have been camping out. Deanna, how are things different here in town?
Well, Jane, protesters in Lansing have been at the park for about a month. Now, some of the tents and things that they had initially set up have moved around a bit, and they tell me they did this to make sure that the grass doesn't die and give it a bit of a breather. And some may say this is just one example that shows the protesters respect the park and want to make sure that the movement they started here stays a peaceful one. In Denver, more than 20 protesters were arrested this weekend. In Portland, Oregon, cleanup is underway at an Occupy site after 50 people were arrested. And in Oakland, California, police are clearing occupiers out after a rowdy past few days that left one man dead. But here in Lansing, it's been a different scene. No arrests and no major problems.
So far, so good,
says Randy Hannon with Mayor Verge Bonero's office.
I think that our Occupy protest has really been a model for the country in terms of both how they've conducted themselves and in the relationship that we've established with them.
That relationship he contributes to open communication among occupiers in the city.
But what's worked for us here locally is that we've made that immediate contact with the group so that there's no surprises, so that they know what our concerns are, so we know what their concerns are, and so we can work through those things.
Whenever we go out, we talk to the police and we tell them that we're going to be marching from here to here.
A different story in Detroit, where the city is asking occupiers to leave their camp as their permit expires tonight. Something those in Lansing who have an open-ended permit won't have to worry about as long as all stays calm.
It's on really a day-to-day basis that we're keeping an eye on how things are going, and as long as the campers continue to respect the property and follow the rules, we're willing to continue to work with them.
Occupiers say that on any given day, on average, about 30 people stay at the park, and they kind of come and go throughout the day. And they tell me that they really don't plan on leaving anytime soon. For now, live in Lansing, Deanna Falzone, 6 News.